Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here, knee-deep in the center of the world's largest septic tank fire, as the team and I continue our assault on a temple ship in XCOM, The Long War. And to say that the raid thus far has been a tank filled with flaming hot liquid excrement would be like saying that Nicolas Cage made a few unusual performance choices when filming The Wicker Man, which is to say a criminal understatement. It's been awful. Just absolutely awful. Helen Keller got mind controlled and used as a human butt plug to prevent the team from getting through this door, which in return got Abraham Lincoln, all as you can see, but completely Ford's theatered. And then, of course, there's good old Samuel the Mustache Clemens, who is currently right in the middle of getting what he so richly deserves for using the N-word as many times as he used it when writing The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I'm really not sure how the hell the team and I are going to get out of this one intact. At this point, I think, really, the logical thing might be to make this a triage situation. It's time to save who's savable and then get some body bags for everybody else, because if I try and keep everybody alive, I'm pretty sure it's only going to wind up getting more people killed. We're in a little sticky pickle here. There is a cyber disk somewhere in this region. I don't know exactly where, because it's using the bullshit line of sight mechanics to make it pretty much completely invisible from every possible angle. So I have no idea where it's actually at. I'm not sure if it's going to come in at us, but we're going to do what we can to try and keep everyone from getting their faces completely shot off. I'm not sanguine about our chances of doing that, but I mean, we're going to try. So Elvis, I think what we're going to do is just have you go on. Oh, you're in such terrible cover, though, buddy. I think we're going to have you go on to Overwatch. Mustache, you got to fall back, and ideally, we would get you somewhere over near
On my way.
a little bit of help in the health department. Let's put you over here and on Overwatch, and maybe that inclined plane can find a way to shield you from damage. Not a good time, Hari. I'm tempted to just have you go on Overwatch where you're at. You are in full cover, which, you know what? Yeah, that's about the best you're going to do. Lincoln, we can put you in this doorway, wedge you here in this full cover, and I think this might be the safest place for you to occupy. And while I think it might be the safest, I'm still going to have you fall back, because I can't have you clogging up the door like that. We've had enough human butt plugging already. That's not to take anything away from Helen Deadeye Keller. I mean, it wasn't her fault she got used as a human butt plug. I'm sure she wasn't appreciative of the fact that she got butt plugged, but, you know, sometimes you get butt plugged. It's going to happen. Well, nothing wrong with a little ass play in the right kind of situation. Sometimes, you know, can really enhance the experience. I'm thinking about having Van Dorn go on Overwatch, but I'm also sort of thinking that's a ridiculously terrible idea. The problem is there's nowhere better to really put Van Dorn. I mean, he's in full cover where he's at. I don't like to Overwatch, but I don't know where this cyber disk is. We can't really do anything until we can figure out where it's at. Madam Curie, we could just bring you over here. But you're in full cover from this door. It's like right here, though. See, this is the problem. It's in this region somewhere, and no matter how I move the map, I can't currently see it. It flew up here last turn, so it's got to be somewhere, and I think it's on this side of the wall. My concern is, if we stay here, it's going to drop down and just flank shot her. But also, my other concern is, if we move to one of these areas that actually constitutes full cover, it's just going to fly over and flank shot her. The only real difference I can see, I mean, she's getting flank shot either way. The only advantage I can see is maybe if we fall back, we can put enough Overwatch on the thing to kill it. I mean, I'm not really hopeful about that, because it's still got, I don't think we've even shot it yet. It's basically uninjured. Eleanor, Wolverine, Roosevelt, let's get you back here on Overwatch. Marie Antoinette, you're absolutely on Overwatch, because if anybody's going to be able to do serious damage to that cyber disk, you are that person. Ava Perone, we're going to have you fall back and go on Overwatch as well, although with your shotgun, it's probably not going to do a whole lot of good. So this is a fallback situation, and I fully expect somebody to die this turn. Probably somebody is going to get shot and killed. Yep, okay, so it's just going to fucking sit there. Alright, well, I mean, we know where it's at now, so we got that going for us. Well, if it was afraid to advance, and clearly we've got some it's right there. So it's right there in that tile. Alright then. Well, now I know where you're at, you son of a bitch. Can I do anything to him now that I know where he's at? I mean, we could send Marie. Can Marie Curie, can you just throw a grenade up and over that? I bet you can't. No, don't reload your damn gun, Marie Curie. Can you land a grenade in his... I'm going to be almost guaranteed that she can't land a grenade there. No chance. It's going to just sit there until it's fully repaired. But we know where it's at now. So I think the smart move here might be to just try and concentrate our Overwatch fire. We know where it's at, so we have at least a slight suspicion of where it's going to try and end up. We'd love to get the mustache in a position where he could do some Overwatch. Also, our medic is a little far forward. This, you know, I mean, this is the classic sort of team-based shooter kind of strategy. You gotta protect the medic, and I'm protecting Elvis Presley. We're gonna bring Elvis down. What we're gonna do is have Elvis go ahead and throw a little patchwork here at the mustache. I mean, I know he used the N-word like 6,000 times in Huck Finn. I've read it, but you know, it's not like Huckleberry was. He wasn't a racist. It was just, you know, it's colloquial. It was just, it was the style at the time, like wearing an onion on your belt in The Simpsons. It was just the thing people said. They didn't think anything of it. It was just, you know, casual racism. Not that that's a good thing. It's just, you know, it's the way things work. I can't expose Atlas King to any sort of egregious levels of danger. So we're just gonna have Atlas King move and reload. Van Dorn, I think we just have you reload as well. Or rather, Overwatch. Same for Steve Loco Irwin. If we could get a shred and then a big old plasma dragon shot, and I'm really trying to overlap my distortion fields here, but a plasma dragon shot from one of our gunners when this thing does come at us. Abraham Lincoln, you've got to get some health. You're next on Jesus's to-do list. Or Elvis's to-do list, rather. I guess Jesus probably stayed home. We're just going to have Ava Perone reload. All right, Cyberdisc, this ball is in your court. Either you're going to come... There you go. Oh, these are terrible shots. Which, shockingly, both still hit. All right, so 8 damage and a shred. That's reasonable. Oh, come on. This is your moment, guys. Bring him down. All right, 8 Overwatches did something. Enemy's still alive. Yeah, with this missed, I'm sure. That's all right. Helen Deadeye Keller finally contributed something, even if it was a giant whiff. Oh, Mustache, be the hero. God damn you, Clemens, you piece of shit. On reserves. Well, somebody's getting fucking ruined here. How did we, okay. It's a grenade? Nope. Brilliant. Yeah, we really needed one more hit than we got. Who was it that got shot there? I mean, that's not a legitimate wound, and we don't really care other than we're getting a little low on med kits. What abilities does this thing have? I mean, I'm sure it has every ability ever, but let's just double check. Is it going to explode when it dies is really what I want to kind of confirm. It's absolutely going to explode when it dies, and it has damage control, which is fucking lovely. That means this shot's going to do like 2. Oh, no, it did actually 19, so, alright, where was that a second ago? Yeah, well, it exploded into a gigantic fucking blob of death like we knew it was going to. Oh, yeah. Still, though, that's all the Cyberdiscs down. Jesus, how many medkit charges you got left, buddy? Because I think we're going to be burning through pretty much all of them. You should have brought some extra medical supplies. Actually, I think we did bring extra medical supplies, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Elvis, you know, I don't really think cowboy up is like the sort of thing you would have said, Elvis. You didn't really strike me as the cowboy type. I mean, I don't want to, you know, sort of shit on your whole Western rockabilly kind of arch type thing you had working there, but I gotta admit, pal, cowboys weren't really your thing. All right, Ava Perone, we're gonna send you forward to still scout a little bit because, unless I miss my guess, yeah, there's another Cyberdisc out there. So, I mean, we've got another one of these pieces of shit to deal with. How the hell are we supposed to handle this thing? We could send VD Van Dorn forward, but he's just going to get shot up. Ava Perone is likely going to fall back here. Atlas King could go drop a rift on it. I mean, that's something, right, Atlas? It'll take damage, and then it'll take damage again when it moves. Got it covered. You know what? This might be worth the risk. If we can get it out that far. Atlas King, show me that you're the greatest man in the history of XCOM and drop a rift on this motherfucker. Yes, please, Atlas King, you gotta help me out, pal. Come on, man, you gotta make it happen. Something, Atlas. You're the only man I can trust, Atlas King, and I can't. If I can't trust you, Atlas King, I can't trust anyone. Shot is blocked. Shot is blocked. Shot is blocked. Shot is blocked. So, yeah, it's definitely not going to happen. All right, well, Atlas King is just going to fall back then.
Moving to position.
I really hate playing so defensively like this, because we're letting the aliens fucking dictate our game plan, and this is not good. Can you get to full cover? I mean, you can. If you get flank shotted, though, when he comes over that roof, we're just fucking... You're gonna die, Van Dorn. Van Dorn will die from that. You know what? In fact, let's have Van Dorn and Helen Keller. We're just gonna have them fall all the way back. Ava Prone, we'll come back to you in a minute, because you're gonna be our spotter. Steve Irwin, you know what you might be able to do? Is this full... I wish I could see what the hell is going on. We've still got this weird bug where, for whatever reason, I can't fucking see these doors. And it looks like they're not actually cover, but they are cover. Because every time we move somebody into one, they get the full cover icon. Keller, we're going to have you fall back with Van Dorn as well. Really, all I'd like to do is get Keller and Van Dorn in a position where maybe they could provide something offensively. Ava Perone, just run around and get the hell out of line of sight. If we can't see him, he can't see us. I'm just going to play like a 3-year-old who hasn't yet developed object permanence. Well, it's probably a little old. 3-year-olds, I think, probably have a pretty reasonable grip on object permanence. Let's say like a 3-month-old who has yet to develop object permanence, which is why fucking Peekaboo makes them shit themselves laughing. Often, like, literally shit themselves. Alright, so there's that guy. Fantastic. We're all very excited about what he's doing. Steve Irwin, what is the chance you could maybe run around the corner and, like, hit... Oh, he's flying, so you're not going to be able to hit and run. Like, the best you could do is go around the corner and spot him. That would be, like, literally all you have to bring to the table on this one. Elvis, just in case it decides to take a flank shot here, we're going to go ahead and try and seal the hole in Honest Abe's head. Because let's face it, it's not a small hole. Clemens, you got to be on... We're just going to do the same thing we did before. We're overwatching around the horn. It's going to be all Overwatch. Marie Antoinette, I would love to get you in a little better position where you might actually get a shot. Because where you were last time, you didn't get a shot, girl. Come on, girl, I need you in there swinging, girl. We need you in there. You gotta be fighting. Irwin, Overwatch. Curie, Overwatch. Eleanor Roosevelt. If Eleanor Roosevelt tanks the flanker, I'm going to trust my team that their Overwatch can get it done. When he comes over the wall, and he will be coming over the wall, never doubt. Here he comes. Alright. So VD Van Dorn has what's gonna be a terrible shot here. I'd almost kind of prefer that shot had missed, because now damage control is active. I really would have rather used the good shot on something a little more damaging. Yeah, we got 4 damage out of that, and most of that got repaired. So it's going to do exactly the same thing the last one did. I mean, it's going to do identically the same bullshit. What can we do here to increase our chances? What can we do to help? All right, well, Eleanor Roosevelt can't get shot again. Like a Who song, we're not going to get fooled again. So we can't let you get shot. So you get a drop down. We are still going to put you on Overwatch. Ultimately, our goal is going to be to try to have Elvis heal you. I think Steve Loco Irwin has to stay right where he's at. And be on Overwatch. Elvis, we'll come back to you. We could get Overwatch out of our snipers. They're going to deliver such minimal damage that I'm not sure it's even possibly worth it. Marie Antoinette's going to be on Overwatch, even though I don't think it's going to help. Alright, so we could either put Mata Hari on Overwatch, or we could run her... Well, I was going to say we could run her up here and have her try to use the dome, but you know what? The dome's not going to work, so we're going to have to Overwatch. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Alright, well, Atlas King, I mean, I guess you're the only man I can trust, so we'll bring you up here. It's all up to you, Atlas King. We can at least stack some distortion fields there. We're gonna get airborne with Van Dorn and Keller, if for no other reason than to give them a defense bone. We just want to give them... Oh, you know what? That doesn't even count as flying, I don't think. I still want him on Overwatch. Madam Curie. Elvis... You're not fast enough to be both in cover and heal Eleanor Roosevelt. Well, that's fantastic work, Elvis. That's fantastic. That's a real fucking Blue Hawaii situation right there. Hardcore... I'm tempted to gamble on a ramp of safety here. He's got to get closer, and you know what? His gun is completely irrelevant anyway. He has a regular shotgun here, or at least he has an alloy cannon, which ain't gonna do shit. This is a big bag of shit. That's what this is. This whole mission is a big bag of shit. The line of sight in the temple ship, it is Wicker Man. I mean, it's like the whole Wicker Man experience. Not the bees, the bear suit punching, all of it. This is that awful. Come on over the wall here. All right, so Atlas King taking a little poke with a nice miss. That's good work, Atlas. Nice job, buddy. It's just gonna shoot at Steve Irwin. Sure, it hits Steve Irwin through full cover, because why wouldn't it? I'm so sick of this line of sight horse shittery that's going on right here. This is ridiculous bullshit nonsense. Steve Irwin is supposed to be in full cover. I can't actually tell if Steve Irwin is in full cover. I know that thing's gonna have damage control, and I knew that wasn't gonna kill it. Is anybody else even gonna be able to see the goddamn thing? That's the actual question. Who else is gonna be able to even see it? We could have Eleanor Roosevelt run and gun her way in there and take a shot at it, but she can't be near it because it's gonna explode when it. Yeah, we're gonna have.
Moving to firing position.
It's not on Overwatch at least, so the Wolverine can't get shot. Well, she can't get shot by the Cyberdisc. I think there's 2 sectoids back here somewhere that we really sort of have to be concerned with. They could do something. 9 damage is really not as much as we might have liked. Eva Peron's not going to do shit. Matahari can't do shit. Marie Antoinette can't also do shit. V.D. Van Dorn. I hate this. I hate this area. I hate this little fucking clusterfuck bullshit that the aliens are doing with this line of sight nonsense. It's absolute horseshit. What else can you see out loud? Is that a regular sectoid? It's a sectoid master. He can only see Atlas King, and honestly, he's not even likely to hit Atlas King, so this is fine. We gotta soften this guy up some more by doing 0 damage to him. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping when I said we need to soften this guy up some more. I was like, you know, if we could do 0 damage to this guy, it'd be fucking perfect. Just absolutely perfect. We need damage from Marie Curie, but we can't run her in there because she'll explode and die. Can we hit this thing with a grenade tossed anywhere that doesn't also kill our own dudes? I mean, literally anywhere. Not unless we want to hit Steve Irwin. That's fucking brilliant. Can anybody else shoot at this thing from any possible angle? I mean, of course not, because the angles are all god-awful. Eva Peron, if we bring you around this corner, I mean, there's no cover there. I'm almost certain you will not be able to see it from there. You have a shotgun, so you're not, even if you can see it from there, you're not going to be able to hit it. Marie Antoinette can't do anything. Matahari likewise can't do anything. I kind of think we just have to take the explosion damage. Oh, you know what? Abraham Hardcore Lincoln, can Hardcore extricate us from this absolute complete bucket of bullshit that we're in? I mean, we're right in the middle of a big, steamy bucket of hog shit. It's just like the aliens finished mucking out the farrowing house, and we're here to do cleanup now. 3 damage. Fantastic. Well, you know what? Marie Curie, come on, please, Marie Curie, please kill this thing. Please. Oh, for the love of God. Thank you, Marie Curie. Thank you, Madam Curie. Both for discovering radium and for extricating us from that gigantic bucket of ridiculous, stupid nonsense we had been thrust into. Marie Antoinette, you're just gonna go on Overwatch. There's no more splitting up the team either. On the rest of this mission, for the rest of this mission, we are not fucking splitting up at all, anybody, anywhere. It's not gonna happen. Keller and Van Dorn both are gonna reload. You might as well drop out of flight mode. We don't really need that on anymore.
Jetpack on deck.
Yeah, it's fine. Why don't you just run up here? You don't need cover. If these sectoids find a way to come up here and actually shoot at you guys through some more line-of-sight horseshittery, I'm gonna be just unspeakably furious. So, you know, maybe try and avoid letting that happen. I'd prefer to not be unspeakably furious. You know, for like one day of the week, just like one day, I'd like to go, you know, XCOM. Today, XCOM has not successfully managed to completely infuriate me.
On the move.
I mean, it's too late for today, clearly. I'm already relatively infuriated. Steve Irwin is gonna need a whole mess of healing, so let's get Elvis up. He can't actually heal Steve this time, but, you know, he can prepare for future turns. Just put you on Overwatch. I don't think Steve Irwin actually has cover. If he gets killed by a sectoid, I'm gonna be so salty. Steve Irwin does not go out like that. That is not how Steve Irwin dies. No fucking piece of shit sectoid takes out Steve Irwin. That's just not how Steve Irwin rolls. Oh, goddamn right, mate. No sectoid piece of crap gonna bring down a mighty Steve Irwin. Think I'm gonna go out here and let some Johnny Greyjoy there with his little bulbous head and his black eyes take down Steve? I beg to differ, mate. I beg to differ. That's right, Steve's not going out like that. Eleanor Roosevelt cannot run and gun because hers is on cooldown. If she comes up here, she's probably going to get shot, and we kind of can't afford to have her getting shot. She's already injured enough. Lincoln's run and gun is likewise on cooldown.
Move into position.
He might be able to get a shot. Well, I mean, he can technically shoot. Yeah, that's absolutely pointless. Let's just go ahead and you hunker down then. Antoinette, I think if we put you on Overwatch, it should keep the sectoids' heads down at a minimum. Ava Perone. Can you do anything if we bring you up here? I mean, is there literally any advantage? Can you even get up there? No, because you don't have Titan armor and can't run through fire. So you literally can do shit.
On the move.
Alright, Good Time Girl's gonna come forward. We're gonna have her hunker down as well. Ava, what can you do for me here, Miss Perone? I mean, please, I need something, and you're bringing literally nothing. You can't really do shit. All right, well, we're just gonna run you over here. Since you won't go through the fire, we might as well take the end around. Deadeye, let's bring you down here, and maybe we can reposition Van Dorn into a location where he can do something. Clemens likewise will not move through the fire. We just didn't have enough suits of Titan armor. Maybe Van Dorn, if we bring him up here and study his weapon, maybe he can. Not this turn, but next turn, find a way to squeeze off a round or two. Steve Irwin will run through the fire, but the only place Steve Irwin is running is right the hell back here so that old medic sir can patch him up. Marie Curie, I appreciate your service earlier, and the kill on the Cyberdesk was nothing short of heroic.
Rolling.
Eleanor Roosevelt's got to get the fuck out of Dodge. Come on, Wyatt Earp, let's get you back here. No, you and Bat Masterson are going to have to live to fight another day on this one. I'm gonna patch you up.
Easy now, soldier.
I'm very, very nervous about the fact that Jesus is down to 3 health kits, and this is all the further into the temple ship we are. At this current rate of casualties, you know, we're gonna, everybody's gonna be just completely dead. That guy took some extra damage running through the rift. Taking a poke at Atlas King, who was fine, no doubt. We had to, half cover is full cover for Atlas King, so, you know, we all knew Atlas King was gonna be fantastic. And good aliens. All right, nicely done. That's some fantastic work. I wholeheartedly support your stand in the rift and die strategy. That's kind of a break. And honestly, like Nell Carter, we really needed a break here. I was about to say, give me a break, and then, you know, they actually gave me a break. What do you think somebody would have done if on the Gimme a Break television show, I mean, somebody had just walked up to Nell Carter and broken off a piece of a Kit Kat bar and then handed it to her? I mean, I'm pretty sure she would have ate it, because if you know who I'm talking about when I say Nell Carter, she looked like the kind of gal who'd enjoy a Kit Kat. I'm guessing she would have just been like, hey, thanks, you gave me a break. Then you'd have broke her off a piece of your Kit Kat bar and gave it to her, and she'd have snarfled it down. And then she'd have been like, gonna break me off another one of that? Break me, I mean, give me a break, I sure deserve it. Get behind me, pull out every stop. And by that, I mean break off the other 3 sections of that Kit Kat bar and stuff them in my mouth. Kit Kats are delicious. I'm not faulting Nell Carter for liking Kit Kats, by the way. Don't think I'm trying to pick on her.
Got it covered.
Everybody loves Kit Kats. I've literally never met a single person who was like, "Now fuck Kit Kat, man. I'm not eating a Kit Kat. That shit is just fucking poisonously awful." No, nobody's ever said that ever in a history of delicious confections. No one has ever refused to eat a Kit Kat bar. It's just no. It's not like candy corn or black licorice where some people are just like, yeah, you know what? Fucking no, that shit is gross. And they're right with regard to candy corn. That shit is gross. Black licorice is more of a acquired taste. I kind of like anise, but it's not my favorite thing. But still, nobody ever says that about a Kit Kat bar. You never heard anybody say, you know, no, I'm just not really into fucking Kit Kats, dude. I mean, I don't roll that way. They're just, they're not my thing. Kit Kats are my black licorice. No, that's not a sentence that's ever been uttered in history. Nobody's ever said that before. Because Kit Kats are fucking fantastic. Also, with the deep-fried sort of confectionery developments in the recent history, I mean, we got the deep-fried Snickers, we got the deep-fried Twinkie, we got the deep-fried Mars bars. All delicious things that I am terrifically pleased exist. Where the hell is my deep-fried Kit Kat, man? Why not the Kit Kat? That's an idea whose time has come. I mean, come on, carnies. This is literally a potentially $1 million idea for you. You gotta seize the day on this one, guys. It's just waiting. It's a gold mine, just waiting to have someone tap it. Everything is dead, by the way, and when I say that with pretty good certainty. Those 2 sectoids and those 2 cyberdiscs were, I'm positive, the only items remaining on the map. And with those guys dead, we should have a fairly free reign to advance here to this next little choke point. Which may be where I stopped the episode. We're already getting really long.
Okay.
It took considerably longer to take down those cyberdiscs than I was anticipating. I'm not happy about it either. Don't get me wrong. We're running up against the deadline. XCOM 2 is fast approaching. I mean, it's fast approaching like a deep-fried Kit Kat, which honestly can't get here fast enough, and that's why I say XCOM 2 is like the deep-fried Kit Kat, because like the deep-fried Kit Kat, it's just, it can't get here fast enough to suit me. There is no speed other than, you know, short of immediate, that is quick enough to make me happy. I want to be playing it literally right now. And I'm enjoying this, dude. Don't think I'm not having fun. This is challenging and interesting and threatening, and you know, it's kind of tickles my danger sense a little bit. And still, if you said, hey Pete, you could either finish this mission or you could go play XCOM 2, I'm exiting out of this faster than you can fucking, you know, blink, piss, spit, shit, anything, any bodily function. I would be out of this game faster than you could do literally any bodily function. Faster than you can sneeze, and those are like 200 miles an hour. Deadeye, let's just have you study your weapon. I really don't anticipate having anything to shoot at even. Until we get into this next little area, which I'm gonna tackle in one big chunk. Everybody, the whole team is gonna come up here and we're gonna fight from this position in the middle. I don't think there's any aliens. So you know what? There's no any enemies left at all. Let's just do our final setup. We're gonna have everybody just haul ass up here and get ready for subsequent turns. So Atlas King, we'll go ahead and camp there. This will give Atlas King a little time to replenish the delightfulness that is the rift as well. Ah, okay. So we got a bit of a decision to make with Team Sniper and Team Heavy Weapon here. Vis-a-vis how close we want them and where we want them to be shooting from. Our assault teams can just run around like assholes and kill wherever we need. They're more versatile.
Yes, Commander.
Steve, I mean, we kind of want... I mean, I kind of want these shooter spots here reserved for not our snipers, but our gunners. But I do want assault troopers up in the fray, too. So let's put Steve Loco Irwin there. Marie Curie, you could be basically anywhere, because all you're going to be doing is hurling an occasional grenade. Helen Deadeye Keller, well, you're well back. Let's get you a little closer to the front. I think the Wolverine is going to camp down next to Steve. Samuel Clemens is an Overwatch trooper for us, so I think... Well, he can't get to work now. Just run then, Sammy. You can't drive 55, and you clearly can't fucking run 55 either. Matahari's going to go there. Ava Perone. See, this is where we're running into trouble, because we've got, like, Ava Perone and Abraham Lincoln, who are not gifted in the damage department, to say... I mean, they got not necessarily the greatest weapons, just a pair of alloy cannons. They are versatile, so they're not useless, because they can definitely get to, like, a pinch spot and deliver that last few damage. Like, if we need 2 damage, they're basically our Christian Okoye. If we need 2 damage, we can have them run in, and they can get us 2 damage. If we need 6 damage, though, we're probably gonna fucking lose the game. It's just that we won't have the 2 damage. Alice King's gotta move. I think we'll just put Atlas King right there. That should be fine for now. And this is probably where I'm going to wrap things up to after the... Once everyone is positioned, we'll wrap up this episode and we'll get ready to go in for the full mid-range penetration here. Which is, you know, probably the most accurate way to describe a sexual encounter with Perfidious Pete. I mean, at best, I'm mid-range penetration. That's all I got. That's all I'm packing, I'm sorry. This is the best I can do, ladies. That's all I got. Get the mid-range penetration. I'm not bringing the deep dick in like Franklin and D. Roosevelt. It's just I don't have it in me. Or you know I don't have it on me. Maybe is more appropriate. All right. Let's stop talking about my sexual inadequacies because they are vast and many, and that's probably longer than we have left in this episode to fully cover them. Ava Prone, I think you're okay just to be on Overwatch. Deadeye. I want Team Sniper ready to deliver some serious damage, but I also need Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette has to be here. That's non-debatable. She's there. Done. Do I want to put both of my snipers on the same? I really don't.
Moving out.
Somebody's gonna have to move to make room for Helen Keller. So we got one more turn here. Just to Overwatch. Oh, Keller can't. Steady your weapon. End the turn. Steve, you're fine.
Moving to Overwatch.
Samuel Clemens, let's get you. Oh, I can't get you where I need to be because Lincoln is in the road. All right, Lincoln, why don't you just stand there? Oh, no, that's not where I want you either. All right, Lincoln, just you're butt plugging me, Lincoln. I mean, I don't want to be crude, Lincoln, but you're really sort of making a butt plug out of yourself here. Clemens, you're there. You're on Overwatch. Hari, Overwatch. We're not going to activate any aliens. Everything is taken care of, and the other aliens are phased out of existence currently. So we don't have anything to worry about. Now we're positioned the way I want to be positioned before we pop this next pod and start the next episode. So Atlas King, you're fine. The rest of the team, we just reload. I should not have overwatched, but studied my weapon there. That's definitely a mistake. The rest of the team's just going to overwatch and get ready to.
I'm on it. Got it covered.
You got it covered. You're on it. Yeah, okay. Lincoln, got your eyes on him? Well, that's good. I have no idea what she said. And Ava Perone also has got shit covered. All right, so that's going to be it. Next episode, we'll be heading a little deeper into the old temple ship. This is like, it's looking like 12 miles of bad road. I mean, we came this far, and it's taken everything we had to do it. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough left to get to the... I hate to be pessimistic like this. I like trying to maintain a sort of a positive outlook. I kid, that's a lie. I'm the biggest fucking pessimist there is. Yeah, we're probably effed, is the roundabout way of, what's the more direct way of saying what I'm trying to say in a very roundabout fashion. I don't like our chances, but it is what it is, and it's going to end when it's going to end, because, hey, XCOM 2 still coming at us like that deep-fried Kit Kat. And I'm going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you are as eager to try a deep-fried Kit Kat as I am, you might consider subscribing as well. Hashtag deep-fried Kit Kats, make them happen. We post new episodes of XCOM every single day, still, until XCOM 2 comes out, at which point we'll be posting those every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Hopefully with a deep-fried Kit Kat.